Hi, it's Jason here, and I'm here to introduce you to MyProxy.io. Now, before we get excited, I'm going to do a demo in a little bit. MyProxy.io is a system that we've been working on for well over a year that converts your Android phones or old Android phones, whether you're on 4G or 5G, and if you're really old, even on 3G, into mobile proxies you can use on demand. That means that you get the benefits of just paying the data rates that your cell phone companies are going to be charging you and an almost unlimited pool of IP addresses. Every IP address your network provider has will become available to you. If it's available to your phone, you get it here. And you get it in an easy to use system. So what's going to be happening in a moment is I'm going to dive over to a screen share and I'm going to show you some of the insides of MyProxy. So again, myproxy.io, that's HTTPS, blah, 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 myproxy.io. It's an Android app. You install it, you run it on your phone, you click a few buttons and you've got proxies on demand, mobile proxies on demand, 4G proxies on demand. And if you've got a great new phone with an amazing data tariff, 5G proxies on demand whenever you need them. Here we go, demo time. Hi, this is Jason here again, and I'm here to show you now the inside of MyProxy. What we call the client side, client.myproxy.io. You access it from your web browser. You would have by now, hopefully, installed the application and done the setup on your phone. What I'm going to show you is how to use the actual proxy side, the bit that we want, and to use and utilize the functionality of installing these applications on your phone. Now, I'm going to have three windows here. This is Chrome, and how I'm going to be accessing and showing you the inside of MyProxy. Now over here, if I click on it properly, we'll see Firefox, and this is where we're going to be putting the proxy settings that you're going to show. And I've actually got connected, if I type this, an Android phone, so we can see what's happening on there as well. Here we go. It detects it, and it will show up using an app called Visor. We've got other things, of course, that we use as well. This is just a standard Android phone, Huawei. It's relatively cheap, etc. Anyway, we're going to be connecting to this phone. If you notice here, where's Visor gone? Come back, Visor. This is a POT LX1, which is what the serial number, the code name, effectively, for these phones are in Android terminology. So we will see here, Huawei, if I pronounce it correctly, POT LX1. It's connected, it's online, everything's good. We're going to create a new proxy, and we can choose a proxy type. We're going to go to your devices. It's my device I want to connect to, and we're going to connect to the Huawei POT LX1. And if you can see here, we can choose between an HTTP style proxy or a SOCKS 5. There's no real difference. It depends what you prefer. It's not one's better than the other. I personally like SOCKS 5. It's a very old-fashioned style of protocol, but everything can connect to it, and if it doesn't have proxy support, you can force it. We'll get to that in another video. But for now, you know what? Most software works over HTTP. Let's use an HTTP proxy. This is important for browsers and things, but if it's a non-communication protocol, it's non-HTTP, may not be the right choice. How you use your software is up to you. I'm going to whitelist my IP address, so I'm going to click here. If it's important, if you're going to use this on software, it's on your servers or a remote server, whether it be RDP or otherwise, you must add the IP there. It's about restrictions, security for you, not for us, but for you. And so we're only going to allow the IPs in that you define here. For now, this is my IP at the moment. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it demonstration test. Excuse my noisy keyboard. It's doing its magic behind the scenes. And there we go. We've got the proxy created. It's all there. I'm going to get an IP address and a port number from here. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back over to Firefox. Where are you? There we are. And here I'm doing this. It could be whatever your software is. I'm doing it purely in Firefox. It's quick and easy, and it's there and viewable on your desktop. IP address stays the same there. I'm changing this port number, and the port is what we got there, and the IP address is what we got here. So come back Firefox, and of course every site nowadays is pretty much HTTPS, so make sure you say also use this for proxy, this proxy for FTP and HTTPS. So I'm going to click on OK. Ignore my notifications that are coming up telling me about Chinese recipes, how to make chow mein. And let's ask, what is my IP address. And Google's going to come up and say my IP address is something that starts in 94 and ends in 64. Let's see who owns that IP address. So I'm going to go this is just Domain Tools. Great service, great product. We've got similar things TDN actually, but this is a great product. What we should probably look here is, while we're waiting for that to load, is go back to My Devices and say, what IP address have we got? Because it says it's 94.197.120.64, which is what we're seeing here. Okay, I'll say my IP address, and if we look here, I'm expecting it to come up with a captcha. It's not coming up with a captcha. Looks like their site's down. Let's copy this again. IP address lookup. Let's try Ultra Tools. While we're doing that, we'll confirm that this is our IP address here by going to what is my IP address and what is my IP. And I'm going to, so in here we're going to stick the IP address. There's a problem they've got because we haven't actually done a search. Of course, the domain and host name's invalid. We haven't put it in. I'm waiting for a result to come in, and this is 3 Hutchison 3G UK mobile broadband service, which is who we're with. Now, that's it, but there's some important and interesting things that we've got to say here. That's the IP address, ends in 64. Let's change it. We're sending a change IP address request to the mobile phone. And all of this, I should say, is available from the API. We do have an API, so if you're writing your own code, you can send these requests, whether it be manually by clicking a button or via your code in automated ways. It will work. We can take one phone device that's Android with our software on that you're using, and you can access the full IP ranges that your cell phone provider, 3 in this example because I'm in the UK, 3 mobile phone network, and how they're working over there in whatever country that you're in. And so, yeah, I'm waiting for this to come back with a success message. It'll take a little while to do its thing. It goes, and this is something that it took us a long while to develop. I should say, while waiting for this, that if you have a phone that you've routed, you're going to use a dedicated device. There we go. IP change request has been sent to the device. If I refresh it, it does take a while to reset up the connections, I think, because it actually kills the network connection to the cell phone tower, re-enables it, brings it back online, and the communication does need to chat there. As we were saying, it ends in .64 and starts in 94. So let's see if we've got a new IP address there. Yeah, still starts in 94, but now got .31. So we got a new IP address. Now, what I was saying was it is something that theoretically can't be done on Android. In fact, all of this theoretically can't be done on Android. We just found ways to make it happen, to make it work effectively for you. If I go back over to here and say, look, what's my IP address now? Because we haven't changed our proxy, remember. We've changed the device and the IP address. And we wanted a new IP for it to come through. And we refresh that. .31, 94.197, 94.197, 121.31, 121.31. It works. That, guys, is the basic principles of using your mobile phone and getting the IP addresses on demand as you need them. As I said, I've been clicking a button here, but if we go to API.myproxy, I can type it around this, api.myproxy.io/docs. We've got lots of documentation here that show you how to use this and do this over API. We'll get to that down the line, but for now I just wanted to show you the basic principles of taking your phone and using it as a mobile proxy on demand and clicking the Change Now button to change the IP addresses and to get that vast array of IP addresses that not just your cell phone tower has, but your mobile phone network has. So instead of paying for each IP address, you're paying for your data transfer services, and with your mobile phone provider, you're not paying us. This, while you're using your devices, is a free service we're offering you in these challenging times. So, IP addresses on demand? You've got it now. Old Android phones or new Android phones, it works. Speak to you soon. Hope to see you on the inside.